With a good business plan in mind, you can then look at the actual formation of your business. There's a couple avenues that you can go as you're setting this up with the Secretary of State. One is a sole proprietorship, another is an LLC, and the last is an S-Corp or an S-Corporation. So the sole proprietorship is the base level of legal protection for you as a business. It's really just you as an individual working. You might have a doing business as or a DBA, so you can make up a name for your business, and it separates you individually from your business assets, which is really important. If somebody were to go after you, then it's just your business assets that they can legally go after rather than your entire estate as a person. Then the next step up is an LLC. You may need a PLLC in certain states for certain practice. I know psychologists, I believe in North Carolina, for example, need a PLLC, but usually it's just a plain LLC. This is a little bit more protection and legitimacy legally. It's more like an actual organization rather than one person doing business as sort of thing. And you have the ability to add other people to your team, either as contractors or employees if you're interested. Now, a lot of businesses stay right here and they want to be LLCs forever. That's fine. You may consider going for an S corporation depending on the recommendation of your CPA, which I highly recommend that you consult with as you're getting started, just because there's so much about the tax code that we probably don't know and we can't do everything. So the S corporation is really great for growth. If you're looking to add more people to your team, if you're really looking to amp it up to the next level, but even if you are just going to be a sole clinician, you might be surprised that an S corporation could still be the right move for you. For example, my CPA here in Florida told me that for tax savings, it really makes more sense to go to an S corporation once you hit the $30,000 to $50,000 mark for your income for the year. And so that's completely feasible for, a therapist working by themselves within a year to make that much money. So just check with a CPA, check with your state, and see which of these would be the best fit for you. As far as licenses for business and forms that you'll have to fill out, you of course will have to check with your individual state and city for everything, but specifically with the business license, you really need to check because some of them will require a business license for remote work, even if you don't have a storefront, while others say if you're not seeing people in your home, you're not doing any sort of sales that people come to a business to buy things, then you don't need it. So if you do have a brick and mortar and you're adding telepractice to it, you probably already have this business license, but just consider that if your state or your city requires it for remote work or not. Things that you're going to have to do, though, you will need to apply for a business organization, whether it's that sole proprietorship, the LLC, or the S-Corp, and that will be with your Secretary of State. You will also need to apply for an employer identification number, or EIN, for your taxes. So you're going to use that as basically your business social security number rather than your own personal social security number. And then you should get a separate business banking account. And this is part of that liability concern that you want to make sure if somebody does go after you, they're only going after business assets. And so you're really keeping your business money separate from your personal money.